Hari Om, my name is Swami Satchitananda. I am taking again this book Reflections. It's available on Amazon. And last week we did a reading from some aspect of the book, just to give you an idea what it is about. There are about 160 topics that are covered over there. Quite a wide range actually. And you will get through 1 minute reading so that people today are, they are impatient. Even waiting for 2 minutes outside a fast food restaurant, they get angry. So in this impatient kind of society, if you give too much for them, they will not be able to swallow it. So giving them 1 minute, 2 minute reads, which is available in this book. Today I want to take up one aspect about people may be clear, may not be clear. One of the fundamental values which comes in Patanjali Yoga Sutras are called yamas and niyamas. Okay. Among the yamas, there is one which is called Aparigraha. Okay. Aparigraha is non-possessiveness. Non-possessiveness. So, what is this non-possessiveness about? Why it is a value, right? Which becomes fundamental to the work of your own progress in life. Forget about spiritual life, about your own progress in life. Aparigraha means non-possessiveness. Right? You would have seen people. I have come across a very peculiar man. And there are many people like that who keep on collecting money. They will have enough money with them, but they will go travel on a bicycle instead of going on a vehicle or going. He can afford it. Will not spend anything and will continue to hoard themselves of that money. If something has gone wrong in the house which needs to be done, they will postpone it as much as possible so that they can save the money. And they have very peculiar behavior. That first thing they will see is, how can I keep it? How can I keep this with me? So, such people are what we call hoarders. You find that in business people also. Many people, here we ask the question in the business community, क्या पड़ता है? Means Hindi में क्या पड़ता है? पड़ता means how much do I get? So the whole idea of doing business is how much have I got today? Right? And to show that they are giving to people, right? Of course they can give in billions and billions of dollars. They will put up a hospital. Somebody says, oh, what have you done for sir? Put up a hospital. They can put up 10 hospitals, 20 education centers, right? But, or they will say, build a temple. They're putting 4 temples in different capitals of the country. And, but otherwise, keep on, the money itself becomes the value. They do what they call as Lakshmi Puja, right? When Lakshmi Puja once a year. After the Lakshmi Puja is over, then the business starts. Business accounting day starts from Lakshmi Puja. And they will negotiate with God also. I know people who will tell, I will go to Tirupati every year. I have promised him 3% of my earnings. And that they won't cheat on that one. They may cheat the government, but they won't cheat on that. So they will make this vrat, go there. Why? Because he wants the money. So negotiating even with God. Right? I mean, I'm telling you something which is truthful. Okay? It's not something, I'm not making stories here. So all the time the mind is on making the money for the sake of the money itself. Right? Even when they give, what they do is they give so little, right? If it is, you can say even 5% Swami Sivananda says 5% or 10% of your earnings you give monthly. But forget it. If it's 0.2%, 1%, 0.1%, it is an exhibition of sorts. It's not to show that, yes, I am also a spiritual person, or I am also a person who is involved in social activities. Okay. The whole of it, what happens to that money? That it never strikes that man that the guy is going to lose his mind, he is going to go into bed, and he is never going to get up one time in his lifetime. And that all the money he has put together will have to go to people whom you never wanted to go. Right? Because he would snatch even from their own relatives, own wives, own daughter, and he would collect it. And when you go, you find all this money lying over there. Some Tom and Dick and Harry who says, I am the legal heir, I am this, picks up the money and walks off. This man is satisfied. He feels he has lived a satisfactory life. Yeah. How does this come? How does this come? This selfishness comes because of the gunas, right? We said that where we have the three gunas, right? The rajas guna, tamas guna, and the sattva guna. So many of these people, they are very tamas, right? And they have very little of sattva guna with them. They have some rajas guna, they have a lot of tamas, and they have their sattva guna is very less. So they are unable to give. Even among them, you will find certain businessmen who use that money to give to people. We've got people like that also, right? They will use 50% of their earnings, 50% of their earnings, 70% of it, because they know they can't do anything with it. Value of money is only when you give it. If you're keeping with you, what will happen? Because this is fear of loss. Deep fear of loss has arisen in that person. That if I lose this, what will happen to me? There's a fear. The fear has gone so far, that I am collecting these small bits as like a beggar and putting them hoping to satisfy my mind. So it becomes an obsession with these people actually. It becomes an obsessed life. That is called Aparigraha. So possessiveness, of course, is driven from ego. The intense possessiveness comes from ego. When the ego is not at all in control, when you allow the ego to act on its own, independent of everything else, then this is the condition the man will become into a kind of a less than a human being actually. Alright? So he does not realize it. When you ask him, he may not realize it at all. That is the beauty of it. I have done the right thing. This is the thing to be done. How else is it to be done? They have no idea. But if you want to go, even if you want to go to a hospital, you will think twice before going there. For yourself. Huh? So this possessiveness comes driven by the ego. Therefore, this comes under yama. Okay? And this intense possessiveness brings deep darkness. Deep darkness. This we have seen in very many people who are involved with music, people who are involved with various areas where they have done very well for themselves, but then suddenly lost their head, started purchasing, till all the wealth they've got is lost and you get into debt before you die, you are an indebted person. You could have lived like a king. You could have made your people who are after you live like kings, but no. So be very watchful of this ego, because it acts in very crazy ways. One of the ways it acts is by making you into a beggar and therefore Aparigraha becomes a very important aspect to reflect on, to see whether any aspect of such a thing is in our lives, and we will progress. So this book is called Reflections, okay, and it's available on Amazon and also with the printer. It's called Notion Press. You will find many small 1-minute reads in this. It won't take much of your time, but it will trigger your mind to think about it. Are you